Hello and welcome back to my channel. In the early 2000s, I realized I was starting to become a tech enthusiast, and also I was a big fan of the Thinkpad line, but I never bought one of them because they were too expensive for my budget and also a bit underpowered for the price range. Now years have passed, time have changed, and I almost forgot about, let's say, the good old times. But recently I needed a smaller laptop because my main one, which is this HP Omen 15 AX000NL, for those who are interested in the model number, is a little bit too big. It's a 15.6 inch display, and also its build quality doesn't seem to be very durable in my opinion. You know, it's made of plastic completely, and I'm not so much comfortable bringing it around the city streets or carrying it to the university in a backpack maybe. But also I didn't want to spend too much, so I thought buying a used laptop would be a good idea. So I tried to combine this need for a small, cheap, yet acceptably powerful machine, because I didn't want to buy another netbook that is not powerful enough, and also with the fact that I always wanted to own a ThinkPad. So I found something very interesting. In fact, let me see if I can show you. In this box, inside this box, is a Lenovo Thinkpad X220 that I bought used off eBay. And today we're going to unbox it, set it up, and have a quick look to the machine itself. In future videos maybe we can test how it holds up after some time of usage and even try different operating systems. In fact, apart from their build quality and their durability, ThinkPads are also known for their legendary support in Linux. But now I'm a little bit excited, being this, as I said, my first ThinkPad, so let's go ahead and proceed with the unboxing. Okay, so here's the box the laptop came in. At first, I had to struggle a little in order to cut the top without breaking that little plastic bag that contains, you know, the eBay shit with all the shipment information and other stuff. And this is because the seller was kind enough to send me some stickers to stick on the keyboard in order to make it look like an Italian keyboard, because this unit came with a different keyboard layout. Okay, I was finally able to open this thing. I can definitely say the seller has put some effort in order to make sure the laptop could stay safe during the transportation. In fact, he also wrapped the machine and the charger inside all of this bubble wrap. And man, it took me like 10 minutes to figure out how to set this bad boy free. But finally, here it is in all of its glory. So, first impressions. It's small, actually a little smaller than I expected, but it is also very light. Compared to my main HP laptop, you can see it is almost half the size and way lighter, and so I'm happy with this because that's essentially something I was looking for. As far as conditions are concerned, well, apart from this sticky residue on the bottom that I can easily clean later, and some minor scuffs on the lid, it looks good, at least for a laptop that is not so new. Also, the seller told me the battery is like new, but we can immediately notice this is not an original Lenovo battery. But you know, that's one of the disadvantages of old laptops, you have to deal with it. For me, as long as it works, it's okay for now. Under the battery compartment, we can see there's a Windows 7 license. So at this point, I don't actually know what did the seller remove from this laptop that left this sticky gunk. Anyway, after opening the laptop, I was happy to see that the keyboard and also the touchpad and the little track point do look like new. Okay, now let's try and boot the machine, and while it boots, let's take a second to review its hardware specifications. The CPU is the Intel Core i5-2540M, so it's a second generation aka Sandy Bridge CPU running at 2.6 GHz with integrated HD graphics 3000. Alongside that, the seller upgraded the RAM to 8 GB, which is the maximum amount officially supported by the machine. However, if needed, it should handle 16GB with no problems. Finally, we have a 320GB traditional mechanical hard drive, but at least it's a 7200 RPM model, and we'll see how it performs. You can see that the seller installed Windows 10 on this laptop, but I'm going to wipe the hard drive, of course, and restore the operating system, both because I don't know if the system is actually licensed and whether or not the machine is infected by any malware. And let's take a quick look to the BIOS too. To access it, you just press that cute blue Think Vantage button at the boot and then press F1. You can see it has the 1.29 version of the BIOS, but doing a quick search reveals it can easily be upgraded. And you can also see it confirms the CPU model and the amount of RAM I mentioned earlier. Alright, so I wiped the hard drive and installed Windows 7 Professional using the license key under the battery, and it activated successfully. So, the overall performance is very good, the only bottleneck being the hard drive as expected. Boot time isn't bad, but it could and it should be better. But this is also Windows 7's fault, being Windows 10 noticeably faster on boot. After installing all the drivers and Lenovo software, I was able to open Lenovo Power Manager, and as you can see, the battery is reported being in good condition and having just one charge cycle, so it seems that it is actually new, although not original. Opening heavier programs like Lightroom or Premiere, that by the way this CPU can handle with no problems, takes a little while. But once everything is loaded, it works absolutely fine, and I was even able to edit this whole video on this machine. You know, 1080p video editing works flawlessly, if you're okay with little longer rendering times, of course. Media consumption and web surfing instead work like a charm, and reaching my YouTube channel and pushing that nice red subscribe button shouldn't take too long and will be really appreciated. The 12-inch screen is okay, the resolution is 1366 by 768, not bad considering you usually find this resolution on much bigger screens. And I don't know if this is the better TFT panel that came with some units of this laptop series, but the colors are not bad. I've seen worse screens with very washed out colors, but viewing angles, let's say I can live with it, okay? Let me also spend some words on this keyboard, which is the main reason I've picked this Thinkpad X220 over the X230. Not that it lets you type faster, but man, it is so satisfying to type on. Combine that with the well-known Thinkpad TrackPoint experience, and you'll wish you'll have some work to do that involves typing. Another nice touch is the ThinkLight, a bright LED situated on the top of the screen that shines a nice diffused light on the keyboard, allowing you to type in the dark even if the keyboard itself is not backlit. Okay, final verdict. I paid €189 for this particular unit, which I think is an okay price, especially considering the hardware configuration. You know, the 8GB RAM upgrade was really appreciated. And for this price, as a secondary laptop, I'm very happy with it. And with a little compromise, I can do almost everything I do at home with my main PC. The performance is, in my opinion, way better than most of those, ultra-mobile Intel Atom-based solutions, which are also more expensive. And if you want more of it, just pop an SSD in, install Linux, and it absolutely flies through everything you throw at it. But this is another story, maybe for another video. So that's it for today. I know this video was a little longer, but I hope you did find it informative and or entertaining. If so, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel, as this means a lot, especially for a small YouTuber like me. Thank you for your support, thank you for watching, and see you very soon. Ciao!